Away.
All right, Kevin, let's do it then. Game 3 of the National League Championship Series set to begin from raucous Citizens Bank Park. The scene shifts from San Diego here to Philly with the series tied at a game apiece. Sponsored by Google Pixel. Got off to a fantastic start this season and was named an All-Star with an 8-0 first 12 starts. Then he struggled through the middle part of the season, and he felt like what he learned battling through that led to this. His last 6 starts, a sub-1 ERA, including in New York in the wild card round, 7 innings, just 1 hit. He's had some big moments in this postseason. Last game in this ballpark, Brandon Marsh hit a 3-run home run.
Same kind of scenario. Fastballs he's having tough times with, especially up above the belt. And he hit a breaking ball for that home run you're talking about. A lot of strikeouts early as he's learning in the big leagues against right-handed pitching.
That snaps a string of 14 consecutive strikes from Joe Musgrove. Brandon Marsh came over at the deadline from the Angels. It's been everything that they thought they were getting defensively. You saw him make that great play in center field in the top of this inning, and he's been much better offensively than they anticipated. On this 1-0 pitch, it's a curve and it's a strike.
Now the theme again for tonight's game is going to be the top of the zone for Musgrove and the bottom of the zone for Suarez. If Musgrove gets those fastballs up there and curveballs, nothing they can do with it. That's what I'm talking about. That height right there, the combination of what he can throw in that area is tougher on hitters who are trying to lift the ball and get it in the air. Top of the zone, working off of that, cutting action, cannot. Every hitter tries to get the barrel to it, and you see how late they are. And then he couples that with that top to bottom curveball.
Kind of the perfect arsenal for a big swing. If you got a big swing, he's going to expose it. His 1-2. Hammer is in the dirt, and it's 2-2.
Now, that's a great curveball, but it didn't start high enough, right? Because a hitter, again, remembers the last pitch. In his mind, man, that pitch was up that I swung at. If he would have started that breaking ball a little higher, no chance. But he started it in a place where it did not go to the height of that fastball. And coming out of his hand right there, see how low it is? And the hitter recognizes it earlier than he would if that pitch started above his belt.
A lot easier to quit on. Watch miss in the dirt, even the count at 2-2. Here it comes. Back to the high fastball to finish him off. Phillies have stranded a few over the first couple of innings. Gave up a leadoff home run to Kyle Schwarber and then gave up 2 runs last inning. 9-1-2 for the Phils in the 5th. Brandon Marsh, who struck out his first time, takes ball 1.
Well, if you'd have told Philly fans you're going to get 3 off of Musgrove, he said, sign me up. He's been that good. But 3 is what they've got. And this is the type of game that managers are going to have tough decisions. And what I mean by that is, when it's close, the leverage guys, and then we've got all these games in a row, right? So you really have to make the most of winnable games. And I'm not saying 3-2 right now in the 5th inning is a winnable game. I'm just saying that as the game plays on, those decisions are going to have to be made with the mindset of tomorrow and the next day. Guaranteed 3 in a row. Don't know about the rest. But you have to win if you're going to put your high leverage guys in with no day off coming up.
Because the 5 games in 5 days thing, it only becomes a problem if you mess up.
Right.
But if you pull the trigger on your guys and it works, you're not going to have to worry about
That's
5
exactly
games
right.
in 5 days.
So the 5 in a row sounds weird because we've never had that, but it really doesn't come into play, again, to your point, unless there's a hiccup along the way, and then you're wondering how many days in a row the guys can go.
Musgrove home with a 1-2 and strikes Marsh out the same way that he did the first time with that high fastball. Now coming in March. And here's Brandon Marsh, who is happy to have Joe Musgrove out of this game. Musgrove struck him out both times on high fastballs. And here's Brandon Marsh, who is happy to have Joe Musgrove out of this game. Musgrove struck him out both times on high fastballs. Strike one. Good luck. Tim Hill, a 32nd round draft pick. He's turned into quite a weapon for this Padres team. That's a soft bounce with a bell. It takes it himself. 2 gone in the 7th. Throughout the postseason, Cronenworth, a fly ball to center field. Marsh on the move. Brandon Marsh will get there on the warning track. Back to first goes Cronenworth.
Well, if you're a pitcher in this park, that's where you want all the balls to go, because that's a deep, deep park. And Marsh gets a good jump and makes a great play. And get tricky in that corner. We've already seen an inside the park home run by JT Realmuto with the ball off the wall. So that's about where it gets funky for the outfielders, is in that area.
Yeah, this place decidedly different in terms of dimensions from the old Veterans Stadium. Very symmetrical. A lot of characteristics. Machado into center field, hangs up for Marsh. And the first out of the 4th. That was that 5-run inning for the Padres. Now, the Padres have only scored in 4 of their last 33 innings.
Should be okay.
1-2. Phillies take game 3. Anthony Dominguez, the first Phillies pitcher to get a 2-inning save in the postseason since the clinching game of the 1980 World Series in Tubman.
But overall, another perfectly mirror image of each other. 3 games in, 1 run separates the 2 teams.